What's up, YouTube? Triton Carbide here, kind of making a little follow-up video on the Revolution map pack that's going to be hitting our Xbox, PlayStations, and PCs coming in January. The official release date has not yet been announced. When it does, I will certainly let everybody know. Real quick about the gameplay, it's domination on standoff. This is kind of like 2 games in 1 essentially here. The first round, I did horrible. I think at one point I was 1-6. I think I finished roughly maybe like 10-10, maybe like 11-11, something like that. I think I was around 500. So gets off to a slow start. Hang in there, because I go absolutely crazy beast mode second half. I think the second half I get like 30, 35 kills or something stupid like that, and almost don't even die. Let's just say care packages and people were really good to me. So anyway, on to the point of this video. I know I already did a video on this about the Peacekeeper that's going to be coming out. A couple rumors, questions that have been floating out there. But just wanted to take some time, go over some of the prior content downloads that Activision, be it Infinity Ward or Treyarch, has released upon us, and wanted to get a little bit of my hopes and expectations for this one coming out. Real quick, if you don't know, it's going to have more zombies, 4 more maps, and a new SMG. Nobody knows how the SMG is going to work though, so that is still up in the air. Aside from Treyarch introducing a new gun in this download, it's pretty standard what you could expect, just a couple maps and a new mode of zombies. So, expectations, zombies. If you've watched my video of my zombie gameplay, you can clearly see that I am the world's most expert zombie slayer. Not quite. Maybe one day I'll get there. But I do have fun playing zombies every once in a while with some friends. One thing that I would like, less fire. It's such a pain in the ass. I get why it's there. I understand. They don't want people to make those big long zombie trains. They want to make it a little challenging, but you can't even really jump over it at certain spots, and it's just a hassle. Just less fire. Don't make it radiation. Don't make it poison. Just have ground, normal old ground that anybody can walk on, and I will be thrilled. One thing that I think a lot of people love about zombie modes currently and in the first Black Ops, all the cool little secrets, all the cool little rooms, and if you've been playing zombies, you know there's cool little rooms that have this, and if you get this part and that part, you can then make a turbine, and you gotta find the zombie arm, and you can turn the power on, and when you turn the power on, this happens. I think it's pretty unanimous that people think little cool things like that really help enhance that mode. Number 2 on my list, maps. Obviously they're bringing 4 more maps. I'm more or less talking about the layout. When Black Ops 2 came out, myself, along with a lot of other people, did not like the layout of these maps whatsoever. It seemed like there was no flow. It seemed like there were almost no typical routes that one might take, which is something that's been in every COD map forever. Because of this, I felt like I was getting shot in the back more. Now maybe that has a little something to do with some of the spawning system in the game, but you could go from A dom to C dom, and there are certain maps that you might not even see a single person. I don't like that kind of layout. Give me a map that provides action. Give me a map where you're never going to really be like, hey, where's everybody at? But also at the same time, give me a spawn system that's not going to be like, wow, I can't believe that dude just spawned right behind me. Because it's a little irritating. Give me good Treyarch maps like Jungle. Give me firing range. Holy crap. Name one time that firing range came up, and you didn't choose to play it. You are either sick of it, or you're just not right in the head if you didn't like firing range. Now, when Black Ops 2 first came out, a lot of people hated the maps, but as time went on, there were some grew on me. Some of them, I'd be good if they were just removed from the game. I think my favorite 3 maps, in no particular order, are Standoff, Hijacked, and Raid. All these maps have choke points. All these maps have a pretty good flow to them now. You can pretty much expect where people are going to be. You have good opening routes, and they provide you with good flanking routes. I love those maps. The bottom 3, the ones that could just go away and never ever come back. Probably more than 3, but I'll just name 3. First and foremost, Aftermath. That map is horrible. There's no flow to it. I guess you can make the argument that maybe the middle or that one room kind of next to the middle where B-Dom is could be considered the choke points of that map. I despise that map. It's not appeasing to the eye. It's the typical Treyarch color palette. Brown, brown, and more brown, which I can say this, they did add color to these maps for most of them, so kudos to them. But I hate Aftermath. Turbine. I don't like that whatsoever. I don't care that it's a good sniping map. If you want to snipe, snipe your heart out. I'm not going to be that guy that complains about snipers. It's in the game. There's nothing stopping me from using it if I don't want to. I'm just not good at it. I really just don't like the fact that I guess there are routes, but you can hop over the routes. Again, there's not really much flow. There's a lot of flanking routes, but it takes forever and a day to even flank somebody. And if you die on the way to flanking somebody, then you gotta start all the way out of the way, and it's like a 10-15 second run back to any kind of action that you're gonna see. I don't think I ever vote for that map. If you like it and that's your cup of tea, knock yourself out. So in these next 4 maps, I would love less head glitching spots, more maps just like jungle and firing range that are fun. Even like raid, hijack, standoff. Great, do that. I think standoff is essentially, now that I'm kind of used to it, a perfect map. It has flanking routes, it has long lines of sight, and it has close quarters. I think it's a fantastic map. Please make them like that. I don't know what happened with Treyarch and some of these other maps, but please, I just hope they're like that. I would love to see, and I guess this doesn't really have anything to do with Revolution, but speaking of maps, I would love to see some of the old maps. I would love if they brought back firing range. I would love if they brought back jungle. I'd be a happy camper, I'll tell you that right now. I would love, though, for us not to pay for them. It might be a little greedy and maybe a little unrealistic, but hey, they just did them in Modern Warfare 3 with Terminal, and the other one escapes me right now. I can't think of it. I should have been prepared for that, but I can't think of it. But Modern Warfare 2, I really enjoyed Terminal. That was, again, probably one of my more favorite maps of Modern Warfare 2. So hey, if you want to rehash some maps, please go for it. However, please don't make us pay for that. That is just wrong on so many levels. And if you have any idea who 402 is, kudos to him for standing up for us. Nuketown 2025? Just put it in the regular rotation. I would tend to say that 90% of the population of COD got this on launch day. And even the people that are Christmas noobs, I would probably bet there were still leftover copies with Nuketown codes in them. I don't understand why it's just not in normal rotations. If you have that in rotations, then the Christmas noobs could just play with other Christmas noobs. You could consider that good or bad, depending on who you are. And if not, you're playing Nuketown. Nuketown was a lot of people's favorites in Black Ops, thus why it made a return. So they put it in a mode that not a lot of people play, it's not very popular, and if it comes up, you have to hope it's one of the game modes that you like. I don't want to play Demolition. I hate Demolition. So I'm not going to do that game mode. I'm just going to see what maps are there, see what modes are there, and quit. So I just hope eventually they just put Nuketown 2025 into the regular rotation. They hype it up, and almost nobody plays it after, what, it was available for 2 weeks or a week for the 24/7 game modes? That just doesn't really sit right with me. And I think the last thing that I'd like to see is for them to actually test the maps. Make sure there's no really kind of random cheesy cap points on domination, which they did a really good job before release. I don't want to really see a lot of that. I hope they test hardpoint, because there were some points for hardpoint that you could cap it and not even be in the hardpoint. That, if they can release these maps without any points like that, I would be thrilled, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people would too. I do hope they add the feature that Infinity Ward did in Modern Warfare 3, that even after you download all the map packs, it gives you the option to just stick with the standard vanilla playlist. because a lot of the maps that came out in map packs for Modern Warfare 3, I like some of them, others I really didn't. So maybe after like a week or two playing the new maps, I was bored of them, I didn't really like them, and then I just started playing the standard vanilla maps that came with the stinking game. And that's what I enjoyed. So I really hope they add that feature in. This video might be a little long-winded, sorry about that. But if you like the video, give it a like. I would really appreciate it, guys. And if you want, you can click that little subscribe button. I would appreciate that even more. Thank you very much to all the people who have subscribed to me already. I love you guys. You help make it fun. Leave some comments on what you would like to see in this download, what your expectations are. I'd love to see it because in the future I want to try and do a reply to my comment video if I get enough comments. OMG. That's it, YouTube. See you later. Thanks.